The fact that it smells like paint thinner and I'm like applying this to my face, I'm like, oh, it looks so ghostly. I'm not gonna lie, it's like showing up cakey. It looks really good. This is the most roller coaster type of review I feel like I've ever done. And hello everybody, it is Dingle here and welcome back to my channel. I hope y'all are doing super duper well. Guys, today we're doing something that I haven't done in so long and I'm actually so excited about it. I used to be very into makeup. Yes, I was that girl that like watched every single beauty guru makeup tutorial, testing new products type of thing, and was convinced that I needed all of the new products all the time. And then one day I went into Sephora, as I would do on the weekends, to get some new things to try. And I hit VIB status and I asked the woman how much you have to spend in a year to hit VIB, and it was eye-opening. I was a little disappointed in myself. But the thing is, when I first started playing with makeup years and years ago, drugstore just was not it. You could find like holy grails and things within drugstore, like maybe 5 items, but the quality just wasn't there. And honestly, if I was gonna spend money on something, I wanted it to work really well and last a really long time and be something that I would reach for all the time. And I would try to find that in drugstore products, but I rarely would come across them. And so I just stuck to my high-end stuff. So it's been a really long time since I've returned to the drugstore to try to search for holy grails. But thankfully, because of YouTube and because of people like Tati and Rach Loves and all these people that I love watching, they can test it all out for me and figure out if it's worth the money and worth the trip to the drugstore to buy, instead of a trip to Sephora to get a more expensive version of it. So today we are back with new Makeup Monday, but this obviously is not coming out on Monday. Hello, happy Friday. But I usually pick 1 or 2 days during the month to test out products that are either new to the market or new to me. But disclaimer, I am no beauty guru, I am no Rach Love, and I am no Tati, but I'm just a girl that really loves playing with makeup and different products and different looks and things like that. So if that is something that you're into, make sure to hit the subscribe button. If you are new, we post every single Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. Everyone, don't forget to give this video a big old thumbs up, and let's hop into what we're testing today, if you couldn't tell by the title of it, okay? So today, my friends, we are testing the Wet n Wild Photo Focus Foundation. I'm so excited about this only because I have seen this product in many videos, and I've seen it compared to high-end products and also held higher than high-end products as far as the quality, the finish, the wear, etc. And guys, this was under $5 at Walmart. Under $5 for a foundation that could be better than the one that you're using at Sephora. Right now I'm using a combination of the Laura Mercier Oil-Free Tinted Moisturizer and the IT Cosmetics CC Plus Oil-Free Matte Poreless Finish Full Coverage Cream. That's a mouthful. And for a while it worked, and these products by themselves worked as well. I'm a very oily skinned human. You can almost guarantee no matter what foundation or tinted moisturizer I wear, I will be oily by the end of the day, but there are foundations and tinted moisturizers that do a really good job in reducing that oil, so I look for things like that. But lately this combination is just not doing it. I've been using the same Laura Mercier setting powder, and I've been using the same Urban Decay All-Nighter setting spray that I've always used, but for some reason this combination of tinted moisturizer and full coverage cream from IT Cosmetics is just not doing the trick. It's making me very oily only a couple hours later. So now that you have my full background on what I've been using and what hasn't been working for me and why I wanted to try a new foundation, why not go back to those good old drugstore days and see if we can actually find really great gems for the fraction of the price of anything at Sephora. So to set the stage, in this video, I'm going to be doing a wear test. So we're gonna see how it goes on the skin initially. I'm gonna do the rest of my makeup off camera so that we can see how all of the products are wearing on top of the foundation. Then I'm gonna do a couple check-ins throughout the day. We've got some fun things planned. It's a Tuesday, so I stream on Twitch on Tuesdays and Thursdays. We've got a full schedule with that. I then have dinner, I do a little workout, and then we edit throughout the night. Like, there's just a lot of things that we have to do today, so I'm gonna wear it throughout the day for many hours, do some check-ins, and let you know how it is wearing and how it looks at the very end of the day. And the number one thing that I will be looking for is the oil test, the oily skin test. So, okay, the only thing that I have on my skin right now is my Neutrogena Combination Skin Oil-Free Moisturizer. You can tell there's a theme, oil-free, across everything that I use. And my good old trusty Vaseline Lip Therapy. It's so good, by the way. way. If you're looking for a good lip therapy, this feels so good and it tastes amazing. All right, so let me zoom you guys in a little bit. Hello. Now that we're all close up and personal, I will get my eyebrows done eventually. I just have hermit tendencies in the winter and I don't like to leave my house, so we'll get those done soon. I got the shade Soft Ivory here. I was going between this and I think Soft Beige, but Soft Beige looked a little bit too tan for my pale self today. So the number one thing I'm noticing, but I already expected, is this doe foot applicator. And I saw a couple of opinions of people that weren't a huge fan of it, but honestly, I'm not a big fan personally of putting product on my hand first. I'm like, why make a mess if I don't have to, you know? Oh my gosh, it smells really. I don't want to judge it based on the smell. People have compared this to paint thinner. The smell, not the foundation. I'm here to tell you that that's not very far off. So people say it's worth it, so we're gonna keep going. But the fact that it smells like paint thinner and I'm like applying this to my face, I'm like, gross. I'm gonna trust it. I'm gonna trust the process. Let's start, shall we? Think the color, unfortunately, matches okay. As in, I wish I was tanner. It's definitely more ghostly than my exact skin tone, but as everyone, I'm sure, always tells you, and you're sick of hearing it, we can always bronze ourselves up. Yeah, it's definitely too ghostly, on camera at least. In the real light, it doesn't actually look terrible. Yeah, the camera definitely, hold on, I'm gonna go over to the natural light. I think between the camera and the ring light, it's making it look a little bit more ghostly than it actually is. Definitely a better match when I go over to the window, like in the real light, but I'll bring you, oh, it looks so ghostly in the camera. Oh my God. I'll bring you guys over to the window after all of this is said and done so you can see what I see. Okay, so the one thing I'm definitely noticing besides the shade, my B, it dries very quickly. Like I probably would not put it all over my face. Like I'd probably work in sections. The other thing that I'm noticing personally is it is definitely a thin coverage. Like I don't know what it claims to be. For me, it's showing up, I'm not gonna lie, it's like showing up cakey, like at first application. Again, I want to give it a fair shot, but it's like grasping to every single little particle of my skin, I guess, which I don't think anyone's a fan of, so. I want to get really close. You see specifically like around here and like here. See that? It's almost clinging straight up to every single little imperfection or bump on my face. So I just want to be really honest with you guys as I'm applying this. I know a lot of people said they liked it, so I'm just gonna give it a shot, but I'm not gonna be blinded by that, if that makes sense. I'm gonna go in with just one more small layer on like the problem areas that I'm seeing it. I literally just said that I wouldn't do the blotting thing, but here we are. So please ignore the shade. It won't look this crazy when we are all done with like everything else. After I put a little bit more on the areas that I wanted, it's not as cakey, I want to say, or blotchy. I just can't help but think that it looks a little bit cakey, and I'm actually very surprised by that, only because the reviews were the opposite. I just can't stop trying to blend it because I just feel like it's not airbrushing me like everyone else says that it's going to. I feel like far away you can't really tell that it's clinging to every single skin particle that I have on my face. It's just up close I can notice it. If it's like I can notice it, then I don't know, like I don't like it on the first application. I'm so frustrated. Thankfully, it was only $4.99. And don't go off of this. Let's get the product on and let's see how it wears throughout the day. But I'm just trying my hardest for you. Yes, this is exactly what I'm seeing in real life. It's just annoying. It's almost like it's cracking on my skin versus airbrushing it, if that makes sense. From far away, I'm like, yeah, she's got too light a foundation on. But it's foundation, it's whatever, you know? I don't know why that crackling is bothering me so much. I'm gonna stop ranting about it. We're gonna put items on my face that I normally would, because we've got concealer to do, we've got blush, we've got bronzer, we've got the whole shebang. So I don't wanna judge it yet. I just can't help but feel discouraged that this is the first impression impression, or this is the first layer going on my face. It like sets the whole look, you know? I'm not going to be discouraged, even though I am, and let's just put some more product on. I will be right back. Hello, I am back. It definitely still looks very light, but let me bring you in the natural light in just one moment so you can accurately see what I'm seeing like in real life, you know? But the one thing that I do want to say while we are close up and personal is when I did apply the rest of the products on top of it, definitely got a lot more airbrushy. That's including setting powder and blush and bronzer and setting spray, like all of that stuff. I definitely started seeing more of the photo finish type of look as soon as I started putting even concealer on top of it. If you guys have any recommendations for good mascara for really straight eyelashes, give your girl a holler. Let me know what you use. I'm looking at the cheek area right now. You can see it's a lot better as far as a photo focus. The nose is definitely a lot better, I would say, than when we looked at it before. You can definitely still see pores, and I clearly need some sort of facial because it's definitely clinging to every little bit of skin if you like look really, really close, you know? I would say from afar, you can't tell those things. And in real life, I would say, like with my mirror, it makes it look a lot more warm in my mirror in real life than like on the camera. I think far away, it's looking good. Let me bring you to the natural light. First, here it is with the ring light and zoomed out. I think we did a good job at bronzing it up. So here we are right in front of the window, and it looks really good. This is the most roller coaster type of review I feel like I've ever done, and like the most roller coaster feelings I've ever had about a product, because initially I was like, what the actual heck? Here it looks so airbrushed. That is so nice, like how the bronzer sits on top. Love this so far after putting the product on and after giving it a fair shot within natural light and things like that. That's the update. I am going to have some lunch. I'm going to stream. I'm gonna do some laundry. I'm gonna do a mini workout. I'm gonna check in with you, so don't go away. I'll see you in a few hours, my friend. Hey buddy, what do you think of my makeup?
It's another prank video?
No, this is not a prank video.
Is this where you're like, surprised I'm not wearing makeup, I'm pregnant?
No, that's not the video.
You are glowing.
Thank you. Oh my gosh.
Gotcha. What do I think of your makeup?
Yeah.
I like it.
You like it? Is there anything that you're like, this is a little off today? What are you doing? Oh my gosh.
10.
I bronzed. Okay, but if you have to look that closely, clearly you don't see anything like bad about it.
No.
Okay, cool. I used a new foundation today. Initially, my thoughts were not positive, but then I put everything on. I think it looks good, but I'm just asking your opinion, and we're gonna do checks throughout the day.
No, I really like it. You look pretty.
Thanks, baby. Hello, everybody. I am back, and it is a lot later, as you can tell probably by my appearance in general. And once again, the lighting is not the best. I've got a warm light up here on the ceiling, and then the ring light around here. So we're gonna just do our best. I'm gonna do my best to show you the ring light and not the ring light afterwards, how it is doing. So let me just zoom you in. So overall, if you guys can see that, it held up pretty nicely. By the way, it is 8 hours later. That is the time frame. So for a under $5 foundation, I got it for under $5 at Walmart. I am overall very impressed. The only breakup spots that I see are in more of this smile line versus this one. Apparently this side smiles a lot harder than this side. The forehead's looking really good, and the oil level is also looking really good. It feels good. The only breakup spots, again, I would say here, but I would also say on my chin. It just broke up a lot on the chin. But if I go like this, there is not a lot of oil whatsoever that I can see on my fingers. I brought my beauty blender in here, and just seeing what this does to help the chin area. It's already looking a little, I think that's my lipstick, quite honestly. It's feeling ridiculously good for how long it has been on my face. Let's turn the light off real quick. It's looking pretty similar to when I put it on. I would say that it does cling to any dry portions of your face that you have, but if you go like back up, it looks really good for 8 hours later. Like, I know the zoomed in is gonna look worse overall in general, like if you do anything, but it looks really nice. I would give this foundation an overall thumbs up. I will be reaching for it over my other foundation that I have been using recently. Seriously, I'm very impressed. It was a roller coaster of emotions when it came to it, but when it also just came down to it, I would reach for this. I recommend it as far as the price point and how nice it does look on the skin. skin. I think I would get a slightly darker shade than the one that I went for. It was a little ghostly, but other than that, guys, please comment down below any primers that you would recommend with this foundation. I think that could also do a lot when it comes to how it looks when I first apply it on the skin. Also, let me know your experience if you have tried this foundation, and otherwise, don't forget to subscribe. I post every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, everyone. Don't forget to give this video a big old thumbs up, and I will catch you on Monday, everybody. I'll see you later. Bye!